If I say, hey, I'm a messenger, they're going, what? You know what I mean?
Right.
So they won't have a clue that I connect with angels and spirits, things like that.
Gotcha.
If you pay for honesty, sarcasm, and a little oversharing, you're in the right place. I'm Channing.
And I'm Vanessa. We're figuring things out in real time. Zero experts, just opinions. And honestly,
We're still asking, who let us adult?
welcome to our podcast. Hey guys, we are back with another episode of Who Let Us Adult. And we have a special guest today. And her name is Allie. And Channing, why don't you tell us a little bit about Allie?
So I 18 or 19?
I think you was 18, just turning 18.
I know I had my knee brace on and my crutches.
Yes, you did, because you hobbled in my house.
Yes, I'm 30 now, so 18 years old. Met Allie. I had dealt with a lot of death early on. At that point, I felt like I was just seeking out and heard about her by word of mouth. I remember the first time though I came to your house, you had the Rottweiler, and you had said, and I couldn't understand because you do it from your home, but
Right.
you were like, no sudden movements, and I'm coming in on two crutches, and
And I
I'm
was like, boy, this is
what's
going to be fun,
yeah,
you know?
what's gonna happen?
This is going to be great.
Yes.
And my fear was, though, he was going to go after the crutch.
Oh yeah.
Because of the clunk,
But
clunk,
they
clunk.
did good though. But I
They
was
did, yeah, 'cause they had a Roddy and
petrified.
Adobe.
I was
Yeah.
petrified.
But they're sweet.
Yes, and then I have gained a pretty good relationship with you over
I'd
the
say so.
years.
Yeah.
I'm 30 now, so 12 years in on seeing you just about every 6 months. That's my timeline.
Yeah.
About time to see
Yeah.
Allie.
So what is your official
Oh, goodness. Like,
title?
they say that I'm a psychic medium.
Okay.
Now, I don't call myself that.
hmm
I call myself a messenger.
Okay.
Okay, because I see things, hear things, feel things, and it sounds, I don't know, kind of easy, but it's not. And I put all it together
Mm-hmm.
into a decent sentence
Mm-hmm.
and then deliver it.
Right.
So that's kind of why I call myself. But if I say, "Hey, I'm a messenger," they're going, "What?"
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So they won't have a clue that I connect with angels and spirits, things like that.
Gotcha. All right. Well, so I personally have seen Allie as well, a few times. Channing talked me into going
Oh
to see
yeah.
Allie for the first time. And I'll be honest, I was very skeptical, right? Because I had never experienced anything like this before. Um, I had trouble agreeing to go because of my faith. Um, and I didn't know what I was getting into. So I think, Allie, if you can touch base on that, because now that I know you and I've seen you a couple of
Mhm.
times, it's not kind of like
What
I'm not
people
going to
would think.
make you drink chicken blood or something like that.
right.
And I'm not going
Right.
to come out in some get up. I'm glad you said that though about the reservation because of your faith,
Mm-hmm.
because I can resonate with that because I didn't want to do what I do
Mm-hmm.
because of my faith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Old Southern Baptist. The first thing I tell everybody is, whatever I say, however I word this, if it doesn't sit right with your faith, flip it to somehow that it does.
Right.
Okay, because I try not to get on the whole religion bandwagon. People say, "Oh, you're not a Yes, I am a Christian." Okay, and I'm proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's where I got my gift. But I like to, tell everybody ahead of time. It's as long as you remain open,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get what you need, not what you want.
Right.
And I listen extremely carefully, and I pray before every session. And don't fuss at me, but I still pray that it goes away. Okay. Not I'll wake up one day and I'll be gone if this is not what I'm supposed to do and if it's not a gift from God.
Right.
So
Right.
that's just my take on it. And again, everybody stay in their own little bubble of faith, or
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not here to recruit anybody or convince anyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I don't know, somebody told me it's kind of like the proof's in the pudding,
Right.
Mhm.
That's the
Yeah.
way I look at it.
I always say I don't think God would put anyone on this earth with that ability and not use it for good.
I think so
That's
too.
how I look at it.
Hmm.
Um, because I mean, you've brought me so much, peace just in every aspect of my life. You have done
Good.
tremendously a lot for me, and I think that's why I'm so attached to you.
There's a lot, and I don't know, that always gets stuck in my head. I'm thinking they're attached, but a lot of people do,
Hmm.
and I don't get it.
Yeah,
I just don't get
yeah,
it. But thank you.
yeah. No, I feel safe when I'm with you and
Hmm.
Right.
comfortable and
Yeah, I've never felt like I am overstepping a boundary
mhm,
um when it comes to my faith when I talk to Allie,
same.
right?
Good.
It is it's just like having a conversation and
It really you're sitting in our living room just like we are now, just
yeah,
talking
Hmm.
back and forth. There's
yeah,
no crystal ball. There's
yeah.
no,
And I do honestly, I prayed before I came in here today,
mhm.
right?
And there's not a thing wrong with that because I
Right.
did too. That everything goes smoothly because that's how I get through my day.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if I didn't have that, and my clients, because I learn from like
Mhm.
reading you, there's always something that will resonate with me.
Mhm.
Whether I'm telling you, Channing, get off your rear end and do this, you can do this. I'm like, well, crap.
You've done that a couple times.
Yeah, I'm like, well, crap,
Yeah.
that's for me too. So it's
Or
kind
yelled
of,
at me for my grandma.
yes, yes, so yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, but thank you. It's supposed to be comfortable and welcoming, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, it's been 12 years and you haven't got rid of me, so
I hope not. Yeah, and here we are.
yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I even got to meet Vanessa
Or
and
say I brought
yeah,
few
and you've
people
had
to
a
you.
few greeting parties. There you go.
Yes.
Those are always fun
Yes.
because I love to see people's reactions because a lot of them are those naysayers, the ones that don't believe anything. And I'm like, I don't try to prove it, but boy, I love it when I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate to be
Yeah.
that way,
And I
but
could
I get so
see.
tickled when these big old men start bawling.
Oh,
That's my favorite.
yeah.
And I should not be, Lord forgive me, but
Yeah.
you know,
Well, it's almost kind of like a testament to the gift that
I think so.
that you have,
Yeah.
you know. And I know personally, I feel like not everyone can use their mind to its full capacity, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I believe that in what you do, you are able to tap into that at a deeper level than the average
Hmm.
person. And, you
That's a
know,
neat way to look at it.
yeah.
Because it sounds so silly, but I just kind of roll with it.
Hmm.
I never, and sometimes I will sit in front of a client and think for just a split second, what on earth am I going to say?
Yeah.
Because it's like one of these days I'm going to sit down in front of somebody and I ain't going to get nothing. That's all I got. And lo and behold, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get so, I don't know, I guess distracted, I think, on some of the
Hmm.
stuff that comes through because I'll get to laughing and I'm like,
Hmm.
"Don't do this." But I'm
Hmm.
like, some of the stuff makes no sense at all. But then once I get comfortable and spit it out,
Hmm.
then they connect with that
Yeah.
and it loosens them up, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So is this something that you can turn on and turn off?
They say you can. I never have found the switch
Okay.
or my switch is broken. I don't know. Because when I think it's gone and off, what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
I didn't realize it or not. I'm like, no, and I'm like, no, go away. And I'll start hearing things,
Hmm.
and then I tell myself sometimes it's because of my house. My house is, I guess, active,
Hmm.
haunted, whatever you want to call it. But most of the time it's not. I think some of the spirits in the house kind of sit back and get a kick out of what all I'm bringing in there.
Yeah.
Um, but I haven't ever found that switch. I don't know if I need WD-40 to loosen it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. So, and that's like everywhere you go.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you kind of deal with that? Like say you're in a airport,
Hmm.
somewhere with hundreds and or thousands of people.
Well, kind of like how I did before him up here. Prayed, and then I shouldn't say if that doesn't work, but sometimes I think God's up there just shaking his head, going, "You know what you're doing, just do it."
Mhm.
I'll start singing a song over and over in my head, like Yellow Submarine or whatever. And sometimes I forget I'm supposed to be singing it in my head, and I'm not a singer. And I'll just start singing, or I'll try to like close my eyes and make myself go to sleep.
Yeah.
But then, a couple times I've wake up snoring or drooling, so I'd stop doing that.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I finally just cave and try to figure out how to approach somebody
Uh-huh.
in a conversation,
Mm.
not just go up and say, "Hey, I'm Alec Medium," and I don't want to freak anybody out.
Right.
I'll just go up there and say, "Hey, you doing okay?" And start a conversation.
Yeah.
And sometimes that just really gives people enough peace and let them know they're not alone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
usually I can navigate towards who needs it.
That's yeah.
And sometimes I just don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah. I can see
And
that
that's the
too.
majority of the time.
Yeah.
I just, because I was so excited to come over here with you guys.
Right.
But then I was like, I don't want to go do this. Because I was like, I don't want to. Because I don't want to leave my house because that's my little,
Yeah, safe
what,
place.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I can go out back and run my dogs and whatnot. And I don't have to worry a lot
Mhm.
about somebody, I hate to say a dead person walking through my field, but I have had that happen several times. But, usually it's pretty quiet there.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
like to go anywhere.
Yeah. So when did you realize that you were
When did I
able
realize
to do
it?
this? Mhm.
Um, Once I figured out, actually, I think my mom kind of told me in a nice way that they wasn't like necessarily like imaginary people, that I was
Mm.
talking to.
Mhm.
And of course, the running joke is a lot of my baby pictures. I'll be sitting there with my niece or whomever, we'll be getting pictures taken together, and I'll be like, I'll be there with the scared little sad face looking over at something that's not there.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that was when I was like 1 years old. But long story short, I kind of got in trouble, but I didn't get in trouble. Went to the bathroom in church. I always sat in the back row with my big sister and all her friends. They was back there making fun of me because in this little southern church, the walls are real thin.
Mhm.
And the bathroom was right next to that back row.
Yeah.
I was there just talking up a storm to this lady. I was like, "Oh, da." And finally, my sister comes in and shows, "You idiot! The whole congregation, can hear you." And I was like, "So?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Talk to," and my mom told me after the service, she's like, "That woman's been dead for 15 years, and you don't," blah, blah," and I was like, "Oh." So, and I was 7, anywhere between, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7,
Yeah.
because I just like maybe first grade.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
do you think you didn't really understand
it was
what
normal.
that was, or was it's just normal to you and so
I hate to sound like a nut, but it was really just normal.
Mhm.
Well, I
When
mean, if you don't know
you
no
you
different.
don't
Right.
know any different, and when you grow up in a house, of course, again, a God-fearing home, but also watching scary movies and talking about ghost stories. That was our Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, Talking about, we'd all sit around in the dark. Even my mom would watch all
Mhm.
these ghost stories and tell ghost stories and try to scare the bejeebies out of everybody. That's
Mhm.
just our fun, you know.
Mhm.
And my mom's dad, Daddy A, my grandfather, he had it. And come to find out, quite a few people on her side had it, and some on my daddy's side too.
So is this like a generational
I would,
thing?
I don't know I don't know if it's that exact or not, but it sounds like it to me.
Yeah.
Because, and I don't really know what it means, but I've heard how many times, oh, that's a special thing. But my grandfather, he comes from the seventh son of the seventh son.
Mhm.
That's supposed to be like a high spiritual line or
Mm.
something. And I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah.
And then to me, it sounded kind of creepy. So I didn't want to go look into it because I'm the medium who's also the chicken.
The
I
chicken.
don't want to open up a door that I should not open up.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just leave it because my mom, her big worry was she always worried that her dad had made it to heaven. And that because when she was little, he never went to church, never
Mhm.
believed in God. And if he did, he never expressed it.
Yeah.
And that was my mom's biggest worry. So before she passed, I let her know he was there,
Mhm.
because I'd never seen the man. He'd been gone before. He'd blown up in a coal mine, but I never met him
Mm.
until I seen him.
So I'm kind of glad you brought up scary movies. I love
Me too.
scary movies. But a lot of people think that's like a gateway if you watch them in your home. Do you think?
I don't know. If that is, my mom was like that too. But then she'd sit there and let us
Yeah,
watch it,
I just like a good adrenaline rush.
Yes. But I don't like the gory crap.
Right. I like more of
Um,
paranormal
yes.
stuff like that, but
Yes.
like Saw, like I can't watch
Nope.
that because I
Mm.
don't
No,
like
because
torturing
I
people.
can't either,
Like, you
and it
know?
makes me
Yeah.
hurt.
Yes.
Because I know somewhere out there, somewhere in the world, that could have happened to somebody for
Oh,
real.
yeah.
I mean, the paranormal thing too is, see, I'm more afraid of people than I am
Yeah.
dead people.
Mhm.
Well, see, the first date Noah and I went on, we went to go see The Nun too.
Was that any good?
It was, I love all of those. But
Okay.
here's the thing, when I get scared, I
Mhm.
get very giggly.
Us
So I'm
too.
the one I'm hysterically
Yes.
laughing in this
Yeah.
movie while everybody else is terrified. And
Mhm.
Noah's like, that should have been my red flag.
Mm.
But
No.
I don't know what it is. I just get
Yeah.
giddy
I
inside.
think it's the nervous giggles because, see, we do the same. If one of us
Yeah.
falls down, busts our head open, gets 10 stitches, the other one's over laughing.
Yeah.
And we feel bad, but it's like, are you okay? But yeah, I think we all do that in my family. Maybe you're
Yeah.
related somewhere down the road. Who knows?
Maybe.
But I think maybe it is how you watch the movie, because if you think about it, if that can be a gateway,
Hmm.
there's so much else that can be too.
Right.
Anything.
Hmm.
Wearing a shirt, listening to certain music.
Mhm.
And that being, I mean, I myself have listened to so many songs over the years and thinking all of a sudden it just clicked while I'm singing.
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, I don't want to sing that no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think maybe it could be maybe not a gateway, but a tiny opening
Yeah.
to get people interested in the wrong way.
Mm.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, that makes
Mhm.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't have a firm belief,
Right.
um,
Yeah. I mean, I
I
just
mean,
watch it for enjoyment. I just,
yeah,
Yeah.
and
you
I
know,
believe in too much of everything, I think,
yeah.
because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, that could happen. Oh, that could happen," just because I haven't seen it, I don't dismiss it.
Right.
Right.
Right. And I think that's a lot of people's concerns. Like,
Mhm.
am I opening a door
Oh, heck
that I
yeah.
can't shut? You know?
Mhm.
Or am I gonna leave and take something with me that I don't want? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
So,
and I get that fear because that's one of the reasons why I pray this stuff goes away every day,
Yeah.
because I'm like, if I cross and I don't know what that line is,
Yeah.
but I have to remind myself, you have faith, stay there.
Hmm.
You're
mhm.
protected. And you may be an idiot for the most part, but he's not going to let you walk off that cliff.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Like I've never felt leaving heavy or
Mm-mm.
anything. And I have
Mhm.
a really strong intuition, like when it comes
Oh,
to
yeah.
people and things like that. And I know when I feel off, but I have never felt off coming to see you during or even after.
That's good. That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, I've had a few clients that I'm like, "Phew, I don't want them in here. I sure don't want them back." But because they came for different purposes,
Yeah.
because I think, was expecting just like what you had addressed, like in the beginning of
Mhm.
what to expect. And is this going to be like evil or whatever. And it's not Bourbon Street. I'm not down there, you know what I
Right.
mean? And I don't mess with people like that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of them out there,
Mhm.
and it's kind of creepy. That's
Yeah.
what scares me.
Have you ever had anyone come in that you could tell had like an evil presence on them?
Yes.
So how do you deal with that?
The best way I can, and I have to sit there a lot of times and say, "Shut up, Allie, don't say it," because I just want to. Sometimes I don't have a filter,
Yeah.
and if you push the wrong buttons, I'm pretty passive until that. But a few times that's where my dogs come in handy, because a few of them have got, I don't know, aggravated at me
Right.
not telling them they're wrong, because I'm like, hey, you believe whatever you want to believe, but you're not going to convince me. to lead my faith.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to give you anything that's going to help you in yours.
Yeah.
Meaning the negative.
Right.
Because I've had people that claim that they was with a so-called Luciferian church, and I'm like, I don't know what that is, but it does not sound good, and
Yeah.
I want no
No.
part of that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And saying they had demon attachments, and I'm like, I can't help you with that. That's
Oh
not.
no.
Mm-mm.
I
I
have
was like, I said, let me check, but that is not in my job description.
Right.
And if it is, I'm retiring now.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
there's
It's
no
like,
way in hell.
no,
No.
and then
No.
some, because I'm like, and again, I'm
Yeah.
a chicken.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
yeah.
I mean, like, no
forget
Ouija
it.
boards.
No,
We're not doing
And
anything like that.
and I remember as a kid always thinking that stuff was so interesting. Because you'd see it on movies,
Mm-hmm.
And my mom said, "Don't you dare get that in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you bring it in my house, and I'll just whoop the snot out of you." I'm like, "Why?" And then she'd tell us. That's when you get in trouble because you
Yes.
don't know who you're talking to. You never
Mhm.
go looking for it.
Right.
You let it come to you.
Right.
And then if you feel a little off, then ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just say, not are you for the light? Again, everybody has to direct the words in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, Lord, if they're with you, then I'll accept this. And I don't want to come off like a preacher or this, that, and the other. I'm just firm in my faith.
Yeah.
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 And nobody's going to rock me on that.
Yeah. And I think that is great, and I'm glad that you are open about that.
'Cause a lot of them are, and then they really fuss at me for being that way.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't care. My house, my rules.
Right.
Go away.
Yeah.
If you don't want to listen,
Yeah.
go find somebody else.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I know you kind of touched base on this in the beginning, but what is it that you see or hear or
Sometimes I will, when I see a figure, like a silhouette, sort of.
mm-hmm,
Sort of like way off, and it'll be murky, sort of like at first.
mm-hmm,
Then it gets a little clearer. But I don't like you think like looking over here like at Channing.
Mhm.
If I didn't expect her there, or if I didn't know who she was, I mean like, ooh, look up and like, was she wearing?
Yeah.
I don't do that. I would just look over. Then I could tell the feminine, what I call like feminine characteristics.
Mhm.
Then I would also feel
mm,
feminine. Now, if I was to look over and there was a guy there, I would feel like a masculine feeling.
mm-hmm,
And when I hear them, the one thing that confuses me is sometimes I will hear it audibly, like I'll hear like, I don't know, for instance, like my name called
mm-hmm,
or something. And the other times it's internal.
mm,
And then
Mhm.
I will feel like I'm moving. And of course I'm not, I'm just sitting still. And then not with my eyes. I know it sounds so silly, but something in here
mm-hmm,
is almost like a TV. And then I will see a road, or I will see um, different different things. And then again, of course, I won't disclose any names. Just like today, I was doing a session. If I can give this example, I said, there's a male here. I said, and he says he's home, but he's in his car, and that's where he passed away. And I'm on a road, but I'm confused, And her father had passed away in his vehicle in the driveway
mm,
Mm.
of his home. So that is the only way I can kind of describe it,
yeah,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. And then I could smell like the pavement or the gravelly stuff.
Yeah.
mm,
And because everything to me has a very different smell. Even, I know it sounds crazy, but even a male, a female, um, an animal, a tree, everything has its own. And I think maybe my sense of smell is maybe heightened a little bit
mm-hmm,
because I use that a lot too during sessions
yeah,
and taste.
yeah.
That makes sense.
So, okay, so for example, like when you sit down with me and you do a session, I know that we're not going to know who you are going to connect with,
Right.
right? But how do you know that you are connecting with someone that is involved with me?
Mainly because I don't think they'd be here if they wouldn't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know it sounds silly, but I don't know why my next door neighbor would come and say, "Hey, Vanessa, how's it going?"
How are you?
I mean, if that's kind of what you was meaning,
Yeah.
or was you meaning like maybe a leftover from some, or just somebody trying to get through?
Well, I mean, there's
There's a bunch of them out here,
thousands
yes,
and
and gazillions.
thousands
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
of people.
Right.
How does that person know that you are going to deliver a message to me?
Hmm, okay. That
That's a
sometimes you
good
got to
question.
put things a little simple because I'm just like way out there. So I appreciate that. I think some is it's you all that comes, clients, because
Mhm.
sometimes they'll ask,
Mm,
you know, hey, Uncle Joe, or whatever. Other times they come with no, expectation,
mhm.
and they just kind of wing it, which is great too. But a lot of times I think just by me praying, let me be able to see the people that I need to see that can
Mhm.
be helped, to get closure, to believe that
Mhm.
this is not it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I know it sounds like I'm messing with people's faith, but again, I'm not. I just want them to believe there's something.
Right.
Okay. And then they
Right.
need to find what fits with them.
Yeah.
And I think by that, I honestly, in my belief, I think the angels bring them in. Your
Yeah.
angels.
Yeah.
You
Because
know,
we all have
yes, we all have our own
angels.
personal angels, and I think I probably need a lot more than I was handed for the most part, but I make it do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think they're like, okay, guys, let's go because here comes Vanessa, here's Channing,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and I think that's what they do because I think a lot of the work, honestly, is done by the angels
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Because
they
I know
allow it.
you've told me some stuff, and I'm like, girl, how you know that?
You're lucky too because I forget.
I know.
Once I'm done with a session, I don't remember it because I don't want to remember it because
Right.
Hmm.
sometimes it will stick with me.
Yeah.
And I don't like those because those are usually the tragic
Right.
ones that just kind of keep replaying, and I don't like
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
sometimes they'll do it because something wasn't finished,
Mhm.
like with that session, and I'm like, no, 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 no. Because to me, if I was to get a hold of my manager, Dave, and I'd be like, hey, Dave, I don't feel like I'm done with this. Give me this person's number. I feel like I would be intrusive. I felt like I would be pushy. You
Mhm.
see what I mean? So I just
Mhm.
leave it and try to get rid of
Hmm.
it and just pray that, hey, if they need to come back, maybe they didn't need to hear that. Maybe
Right.
I was meant to carry that to finish their piece,
Mhm.
so to speak, because I don't think we need to know everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever feel that you need to tell me something,
Right?
just
I'll be like, Channing, get over to Vanessa right now.
I
yeah.
text Sally sometimes because I have very, very wild
I
dreams,
love your dreams.
and I'm usually like, "What does this mean? I don't know what's happening." But
One of these days,
my
I'm going to mess with your head. You know that, don't you?
well, and we figured that it was my senior year. I remember this session. I had my knee surgery and all that, and I
Mhm.
think it was my first time ever coming to see you. And then that's when that was the only day I was like really emotionally drained because it was all new. I had experienced 3 deaths within a 6 month span of people near my age within
Yeah.
me, so it was just a lot. But I had a dream that Bree had came in my room. I couldn't get up or anything, and she came in, and in my dream, I'm very, blunt. Why are you here? I thought you were dead. That was my exact words. And she said, "Don't worry, I'm here." Well, she hugged me. However, and my mom was the only one in the house when this happened because she heard me scream and she come running in there. It woke me up. Like I felt like somebody was sitting on my chest. And I woke up gasping for air and I'm like, "Mom, she was in here. She was in here." And when I seen you for the first time,
Mhm.
you said that she didn't come visit me anymore because she scared me.
Yeah.
And that's how I started
Mhm.
connecting, like, my dreams mean something
They do their
when I
messages.
have
Yeah.
them. And it happened, was it this week or last week?
Last week.
I had a dream and I get these feelings like I don't know what it means, but I feel like I need to tell you.
Uh-huh.
And I have a friend that's currently pregnant. She had HELP syndrome at 29 weeks with her previous pregnancy. Baby is, in a wheelchair, cerebral palsy, and all of that. So they finally mustered up to attempt again. Are we getting close to the 30 minutes? Okay. Okay. You want to go ahead and pause and then we'll resume back in? She's having another baby, healthy pregnancy thus far at 24 weeks, right?
Mhm.
Her levels look good. HELP syndrome's not a thing. Well, I had a dream last Monday, it was Sunday night into Monday, that I don't know where we were, but we were sitting in a room and we're both crying that she made it to 38 weeks. Just so relieved and
Mhm.
happy. Well, the next day there was a post. Well, I texted her. I said, "Hey, I don't know what this means, what's happening, but you're going to make it to 38 weeks." There was a post the next day that they went to anatomy scan and what was it? Her cervix was thin, almost like preterm labor at 24 weeks. So they admitted her immediately. And that was the next day. And I just texted her. I said, "Listen, I think that dream came for a reason. Just
Oh, yeah.
pray, keep your faith.
Mhm.
You're going to make it to 38 weeks." And like I said, hey, I voiced my mom, and I don't know why I had this dream, but I'm just
I
letting you
love
know.
it.
And then the next day
Yeah.
that happened. But
But see, that is to me, what do you wanna call it? God's spirit working through you.
it's like a little push.
It is
Yeah.
because everybody who is gifted, I think we all get messages in different ways.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But I think you
every
have
one
to
of us.
be spiritually in tune to,
You do, but you don't have to
because a lot of
study
people
on
dismiss. Yes, right.
you
Like,
know,
I don't know
yes,
nothing about it. I'm just
right. But,
pay attention.
yeah, they'll just say, "Oh, forget it. It was just a dream, or it was just a thought," but it's
Hmm.
not,
No.
because we are not capable of that stuff.
Yeah. No, I
I
agree.
mean, there is no way that or anyone else can sit there and, "Oh, she's good." No, it's what we hear.
Right.
Because the messages that I gave you and everybody else,
Hmm.
and the message you gave your friend, that wasn't from you. You delivered it.
Right.
You know what I
And
mean?
why would I dream about that?
You
Yeah.
wouldn't.
You
Yeah,
know, I felt the need to tell her what I dreamed
exactly.
about, and she said it,
Mhm.
it's brought her some, peace, and she texted back, "I needed to hear this.
See,
Thank
and
you."
that will keep her calmer,
Hmm.
which in return will keep everything hopefully closed up for a bit,
Yeah, well, she was able to go home within 2 days to at home bed
Now, she don't
rest.
have a girl, does she?
She has a girl, yes.
Okay.
But the thing is she was stressing in the hospital because um, she has medical needs. Her little
Yes.
girl does, and there's not a lot of people that are equipped to take care of her full time. So she's in the
Gotcha.
hospital. Who's taking
Yeah.
care of her
Well,
little girl?
and that would stress that little girl too.
Yeah.
Um,
So they
I
were
hate
like, "We're
that.
doing you more harm being here."
Yeah, because it's stressing both.
So
I understand that.
I text her. I said, "Let's go. You're gonna be. It's 38 weeks. So I know it."
I love it. Gotta make it to that 38 mark.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
She will.
Yeah. Because I've been praying for her a lot. I just want, she had a lot of trauma from her previous pregnancy and then
Yes.
everything. I just want her to experience the positive on it.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I see where too she's in a hard spot.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I never know how much I should say or what I shouldn't say because you can cut stuff out.
Yeah.
But part of she wants that normal child, but part of her doesn't.
Yeah. And like sometimes I'm hit and miss on saying that because she wouldn't trade
No,
for
because
anything, but it's kind of like you long for the sports games and
yes, but
the
at the same
normal
time,
life.
she doesn't want, and she never will take away from another child.
Right. No, she's
And
an
she
awesome
won't
mother.
take away from this other child either. But she just really doesn't know what she wishes for.
Yeah.
And I get that because,
Yeah.
and I think that's a good thing because those angels and they've got it all
Yeah.
lined out.
Yeah.
It's going to be beyond
Yeah.
perfect.
Yes, I believe so
And
too.
let's just put it this way: the one who has the special needs and special attention will always be taken care of,
Yeah. Yeah.
whether it be by her parents or their up and coming sibling.
Yep.
So it's all going to be great.
Yep. I think so too. I think
Yeah.
so too.
So, what does a typical session with you look like for the people who don't know?
Okay. For the people who don't know, well, usually most of the time they will come up to my front door, and I'm usually a mess. I'm just being honest, and I'm out there either stuffing my face or smoking a cigarette. Send me down
Yeah.
there, send me down there. I'm like, give me a minute, and I'm always late, no matter what.
Yeah.
I have such a long commute.
She's always late too. It's
See,
Yeah.
okay.
but
Us light girls have to stick
that's
together.
right because don't rush me.
That's right.
Don't rush
I
me.
will get there
You
when
know,
I get there.
that's right. And then I'll welcome them in. So go ahead and sit down, and I'll tell them a nice little intro of stay in your faith. You know,
Mhm.
never, and I tell them all the time, never base your life on a session from anybody. Don't be swayed by anyone.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You know, these is just guidance of words. You have to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell them, I say, if I connect with people's past, they're gonna be names, relationship standings, you know, things like that. And if you can, just say, yeah, that
Yeah.
was it. I said, but don't give me any more. And do not tell me who you want to look for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I said, I don't want to know anything else.
Yeah.
And then I said, but I usually like to ask for the date of birth, just the month and a day, because sometimes I found, I'm letting out my secret here, kind of lets people relax a little bit and gets them distracted. I know it
Mhm.
sounds silly because all of a sudden they'll be like, oh, my birthday, my birthday. So then it gets them off of this, I don't know, it's almost like a clamp in their mind,
Mhm.
trying to block me for something. I'm like, people, you paid for this. Don't be blocking me.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
you can do that.
Don't be
Um,
message blocking.
yeah, it's like, don't be doing that. No.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and a lot of people I do have to just kind of walk through and say, just relax and just,
Yeah.
and I tell myself, anything can change because I believe in free will and God's will. I'm not going to know God's will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody is in my belief. No one is going to know God's will. And I kind of think too, correct me if I'm wrong, not even the angels know God's will because my lands, that one really screwed him over. You think he's going to let that crap out again? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Mhm.
No way.
Listen, I'm guilty. There's only one time because usually after I see you and you tell me something, I'm like, hey, if it happens, it happens.
Right.
But I'm not going and changing my direction,
Perfect.
right?
Yes, exactly. Perfect
If I fail,
example.
I fail.
Right.
But there's only one time that I did, and we may cut this. I don't know.
Oh, come
There's one
on.
time that I did go off what you said, and that was chaining, whether it's 15 years from now or today, your marriage is ending in divorce. I said, hell, I'm 23 years old.
You
I'm
said, draw
out.
the papers up. Let's
I
go.
did.
Oh,
I did.
I felt so bad. But you know how many sessions I had to sit there and look at you, and you're like, "Oh no, it's great." And I'm going, okay,
Yeah,
then believe whatever she
that
wants
was
to
my final
believe.
straw. Allie told me.
And I was just like, "Girl," and she kept saying, "No, it's great." I'm like, "Okay, it's not time to reveal what I'm seeing."
Yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
zipped it, and it's like, "Got any questions?" And you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, good deal."
And I do that every time
Mhm.
you and I have a session. I'm like, don't tell me anything bad. You just
You don't see anything bad
just
unless
skip right over it.
unless you can correct it.
Mhm.
And that's why we are always late, you see, because we're so protected. That way, our angels say, oh, don't take off yet, because you could be in a wreck, or, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's the way
Every
I look
time,
at it.
Allie, every time.
Every time, yeah. All the time. Okay, maybe not. I can just see my
Yeah.
angels up there going,
Yeah.
really? Don't be throwing us under that bus.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, a
Yeah.
lot of it's me because I get distracted.
Mhm.
And I really think that's the reason why I can pick up on all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm not a dumb person, but I'm no Sheldon Cooper or whatever either. But as a rule, my mind there's really not a lot in there. I'm just being honest because I don't have time to think
Yeah.
about my own crap.
Right.
So, and again, ergo, that's the reason my house is a mess
Mm.
because I'm waiting, for this client, thinking about this, or waiting, worrying about this and that, praying about that. And then I really think the other reason is I'm kind of like a big kid. I really am.
Yeah.
Because I'll wake up singing and being silly and talking to the dogs,
Yeah.
all day. And I remember one client was out there. She's like, "Oh, you got something else in there?" I was like, "No, why?" I'm like,
This
"Well,
is
why?"
just me.
I'm like, "It's just me talking to the dog.
Yeah.
That's all." And she's like, "Oh, okay." Probably thinking I got the wrong house.
Yeah.
But I don't plan on retiring. I will say that until he says it's time to retire.
Yeah.
Because I always joke, because my manager will say, we're not young anymore. I'm like, yeah, but I still probably got another 50 years to go.
Yeah.
And when God says you're done, you're done.
Yeah.
I may be sitting on my porch, and having people, say, hey, I'll be, go fix me some dinner and you'll get a free session. I can't make it to the kitchen anymore. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I plan on doing it for as long as I can because I really do like it. I like helping
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And plus, I like to be.
Yeah. I
But I
know.
can't ever say it because then it's gone. But I'm like,
I
oh,
was thinking the other day, I
yeah.
was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I don't have Allie anymore.
What are you doing with me?
Huh?
I mean, my lands, you ain't gonna like replace me, I hope. Or anything.
No.
But I always tell people too, if you find another, go. And because you may not like my doctor, I may not like yours.
Well,
It's whoever you click with.
I had been to a medium twice
Mhm.
before I came to
Oh,
you.
okay.
But I found you, and
How on earth did you even?
it was word of mouth.
Let's use. I mean, I've had people. And this is no joke. I had a gentleman tell me. I was like, "How?" Because I didn't even have business cards at the time.
Yeah.
He heard about me at an airport in Chicago. Chicago, Chicago. Yeah.
Nice.
And he was like, I was sitting here, and he goes, I thought, hey, might as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's really neat because I connect with people. Never did I think that the little place that I live in,
Mm-hmm.
Candleton, that will be half of a spot on a wall.
Mm-hmm.
I had people come in California. I've had people come here who was visiting other areas of the state, from Brazil and
Yeah.
Canada, all over the world. It's
Wow.
amazing.
Do you keep track of
I
that?
did. And I had a book. And then my neighbor, who also had a changing sort of thing, a thrift shop thing,
Mhm.
she would kind of keep track of people, from New York. And well, it burnt. So
Oh.
that's okay. And of course, I am not organized. I don't know
Yeah.
where mine is.
Yeah.
I have
That's
no
neat
idea.
though. But
But I used to, not that they would come in and sign in because I didn't want them to think I was like taking their information.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But and see, that's another thing
I
too.
had to book when I first started booking with you. Now I just text you.
Yeah,
But when I booked with you originally, I had to go through. It was a girl, but I
that
don't know
was my
who.
niece, Emily.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. I would
I
have to text.
love you.
I would
But
have to text her.
oh, she was a hoot.
You
She's
know.
too much like me. We're nuts. We're scatterbrained.
Yeah.
But yeah, and now Dave takes care of all of that, or going through the website
Right.
because my problem is I get too overwhelmed and then I go into like a panic attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if I get even now, if I was to pick up my phone and I've got all these text messages, I'll just like, sure, okay, sure, all right, whatever, all right, come on over, and I'm like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Dave helps me balance that. He's a really good friend of mine. And he makes sure that I don't overdo
Yeah.
and that he limits the people that can contact me,
Right.
and he always, it's not that he keeps people from, but it's like kind of screens like, hey, do you know this
Yeah.
person? I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's okay. He's like, oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Because before, I don't know who I was talking to, because I'd be so tired. And then I've had people knock on my door at 2 o'clock in the morning
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
wanting a reading. I kid you, as sure as I'm sitting here. And I was like, oh, no, you didn't. And they
That's
did.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, I ain't answering that door.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
wild.
It's just, yeah.
So, because I know Channing did a party,
Mhm.
hmm
and I was there, and I know that kind of in the middle of it, you were like, I have to take a break
Mhm.
because it takes a lot of
It
energy
does.
and
Yeah. And I don't realize, I think it's adrenaline, maybe. I don't know. Um, and I don't pay attention to that.
Yeah.
And the only reason I took that break is because he looked over at me and he gave me that like death stare,
Yeah.
mm,
like you're done.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I've learned over the years,
Mhm.
our little signals,
Mhm.
because I've done events and stuff, and he's had to come up behind me and say, wrap it up.
Mm,
He's like, you need a break
yeah.
because, my eyes start glazing over and I get so tired
Mm.
and my blood sugar drops, literally, and everything starts to go south.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, I remember I went and got it was either Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi.
Dr. Pepper Zero.
I was about to say you had me go get something, and
Mhm.
I made sure I had some in the
Mhm.
fridge for you.
And it's not like a spiritual thing. It's not like I got to have it. Because one lady, I asked her, I said, can you turn off that fan, please? She goes, does it stir up the spirits? And I
my God.
so wanted to say, yes.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Because sometimes I can be a jerk. And I got too much of my dad. And I'll say crap like that.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah, just
Just because. And she's like, oh. I'm like, no, I get a headache. I get a headache from the fan. She's
Yeah.
like, no. I was like, oh my
Does
gosh,
it
really?
stir up the?
I mean,
That's a new one.
people, you wouldn't believe the stuff that I have encountered.
wow.
I mean, again, I would never ever. The stories or the readings do not stick with me, okay?
Yeah.
But people do. I had a lady, sweet lady, She brought her daddy to see me one last time.
Mhm.
He was in the back of a rental car in a casket.
Oh,
You're kidding me.
No, ma'am. Drove him all the way up from, I don't know, something like Arizona, Arkansas, Alabama. It's it's a long way. Because she had to get clearance all the way through every flipping state. And I was like, okay. I was like, did he fit in there? He fit in. And she was always close. I was like, wow. Oh, yeah.
oh my god.
I
I
wouldn't even
mean,
know how to react.
it was weird though, because I picked up on, I remember that intercession.
Yeah.
I was like, is your dad here?
Oh my
And
gosh.
I felt horrible because I said it so nonchalant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, "Is your daddy he come with you?" You know, and she's like,
Actually, yeah,
"Yeah,
he's in the
actually,
back.
he's in the back seat.
He's in the van." It was a van, and I was like, "You're," and of course I got pictures, you know. And I was like, "Oh,
That's wild.
man!" But yeah, it's hilarious because sometimes you can't make this crap up.
Yeah.
You know, and I will
Yeah.
text, you know, like I said, my man, and he'd be like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, this just really happened."
That's crazy.
You know, I mean, you could have a whole episode in those stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
people packing their loved ones in a purse, trying to hide them from me, and one did that. And of course, he didn't speak English, but his wife was there, his new wife, as an interpreter, which she did not know he was married before.
Oh.
I kind of blew his cover, and I did not mean to. And I felt so bad. I'm hoping and praying that they're still married to this day, but
Yeah.
I've never seen him again. You
Well,
know what I mean?
Allie, you
never
caused
got.
my
He
divorce.
probably was like, she's a
Allie,
fake.
the divorce medium, you know?
Yeah.
And he didn't understand a word I was saying, but at the same time, boy, he knew what she was saying.
Yeah.
Because he had his first wife in a briefcase or something, and like she was cremated. It's
Oh, I
nothing,
was
nothing
like, did
freaky.
he murder her?
No, nothing freaky. And it was in another country where he would go, and she didn't know it, but in their country, it's customary to leave money
Oh.
and things on like the graves or something.
Mhm.
And so that's where a lot of their money was going.
Oh,
That's wild.
So I just wanted to look and say sorry, but surprise. You know, it's like, okay, you're done. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Before I have a fight in my living room. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And it's not for everybody, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love doing the parties and I love doing events. We did
Yeah.
a really cool one up at a place called Mama T's in
Uh-huh.
Jasper. And I'd never been there before, which is sad because one of the ladies who she owns it for 1,000 years, went to school with her and everything, you know. It's like, well, I'll be darned. I didn't know you owned it. But again, I don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But it was great. We had like a big meal and everything. Everybody got like little drinks and wine or whatever, and then went through and kind of like what we did at Channing's, you know.
Mhm.
And we did a really big thing. And I never knew any of these people, never seen them before in my life.
Right.
And that's where again I started grinning, and I got at ease because all these big guys was boo hooing.
Look,
I
I
love
cry
that.
Yeah.
every session.
That's good though.
I do. I'm like, she probably thinks I'm crazy, but
Yeah.
I just bawl
Kind of
every
think of it as
time.
like cleaning out your internal radiator. You know, just
Yeah.
kind of flushing it out. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's like a refresh.
Yeah,
for
it
me.
is.
Yeah.
It
'Cause
is
you
almost.
see a little different too when after you look. I know it sounds silly,
Mhm.
Mhm.
but I've had a lot of people tell me that when they walked out, everything really looked clear. And of course,
Uh-huh.
being me, I'm like, oh, it's probably just because all them tears in your eyes just wiped everything out. You know?
Yeah.
But they swear up and down, they look at things, you know, differently.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In
No, I
different
think people learn
perspective.
from you.
Oh man, that's scary. You learn how to
No,
get a
that's a
divorce. You
good
learn
thing.
how to, you know, you learn how to not
But
die. That's
not
your-
You
to
told
have your
me-
fans on.
Because you told me in that
Yeah.
same session too, because no one knew about Noah, and you go, "Who's Noah?"
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You're
not
like,
even my
"No!"
best friend knows about Noah. And
Yeah.
you pretty much just
Yeah.
said he was my soulmate, and
Yeah.
that no matter what I did,
Mhm.
he was always going to be finding his way back in, whether I stayed or,
Yeah.
you know. And
But
here
you
we
can't
are.
blame it on me. Now, don't put that evil on me.
No, I'm
You
not.
are the one.
I'm not. I made the
Yeah.
decision, but
Yeah.
my vision was clear when I came out.
That's what she said.
I can see it now. I'm like,
Time to
oh,
get a
yeah,
divorce.
this is Channing's first husband, so you're the reason. I'm
He
like,
has
"No."
me blocked on everything. He don't keep up
That's
with
good.
me. He could
Yeah.
care
That's-
less.
But I think that,
But,
yeah,
yeah,
I've sat
no.
down with him a time or two too.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he came with me with my knee
Mhm.
my knee
He
crutches.
did. I
But
feel like you say when your knee crunched.
my knee.
That too.
It did.
Yeah, because I think you played softball all the
Mhm.
time and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. she's always and she hasn't changed. She still looks like this sweet little cute little girl,
Mhm.
except I shattered her first dream. So,
Yeah, but I mean, you've been, I mean,
and
accurate on a
but see,
lot
and
of
I tell people all the
things.
time, I don't claim nor do I want to be right
Mhm.
with a
Right.
lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes over the years I've said stuff probably I should not have said. I should just boop.
And
Not in that situation, but because
yeah. Well,
I would didn't. I don't know. I just didn't want you to live in that way.
sometimes it doesn't make sense in the moment.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Like, oh, that don't make no sense. But
Mhm.
it falls into place at one point over another. I've had to go back on because I don't record any more voice
Hmm.
memos because I pretty much got it down pat now. But
Yeah,
Mhm.
I used to, I'd say the first couple years I'd record so I could go back and listen.
a lot, and I suggest that people do that because it
Yeah.
does help.
Well, it's a lot of information at once, and a lot
Mhm.
of times it's things that
Don't make a hell of any
Doesn't make
sense.
sense at the
doesn't
time
make
because
sense
your
at
mind
all.
is racing.
Well,
Hmm.
because before, this is one of my key moments. Before I had Ty, you told me I was either going to have twins or back to back babies, like Irish
Irish
twins, is
twins.
what you
Yep.
said. And you said they're both going to be fine. Your boy's going to be born healthy.
Hmm.
Your girl is going to be born with lung issues.
Hmm.
But the boy will come first, then the girl. Well, they're 17 months apart. Ty
Yeah.
came out fine. Tegan was born with premature lungs.
Yep.
So, like, it's things,
Yeah,
like
and
that didn't make sense at
no,
19, but
no, but at the same time, I felt you needed to know that. So when that did happen,
and you
you
said, but
would
she's going to
not,
be
yeah,
okay, is what
that
you
you would
said.
not lose your stuff because you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my baby, and no, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she predicted, I'm not going to say predicted. That's
I don't like that.
yeah, that's not a correct term.
I saw
Yeah.
maybe.
Um Nick to me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
She probably don't even know who Nick is.
I don't have a
So-
clue.
Probably not. Okay, so this was at Channing's medium party.
Hmm.
We then did our one-on-one. And this was what, 4 or 5 months after Travis passed?
Yes. It was in March. He passed away in November.
Yeah. Um, which was my husband.
Okay.
Okay. He passed away unexpectedly. You were at Channing's, and Channing has since told me you kept saying there's this guy that will not leave me alone. He's following me everywhere, saying, "Listen to me, listen to me." And then when the group session started, you looked at me and was like, "This guy wants me to talk to you." Like, you know, then we had our groups or our individual
Hmm.
session, and you told me, um, you're not going to be alone forever. Um, the person that you will be with, I envision um him being very hands-on. He works with his hands, builds things. And I even think you gave the example of like changing a light bulb or
Hmm.
something like that. And you're like, he drives this white truck and this and that. And then it was like a year
It was
later,
November.
yeah, I met Nick, which that explains him.
He drives a white truck and
Wow.
he builds and
Isn't
stuff.
that neat? See, I
Mhm,
love hearing stuff like
Hmm.
that.
mhm,
Because like I said, when a lot of times it comes, I'm like, that is the dumbest crap. Where did that come from?
mhm.
Hmm.
And I don't, I know it comes from there, but at the same time, I still question.
Yeah,
I'm just like, how, where is this? But then I'm like,
yeah,
okay, just keep going. And you had to have that little bit of time to heal so you wouldn't mess that up.
yeah. And I remember afterwards, I said, Channing, this is what Allie told me. I hope it's not this person, this person, this part. Like, please don't let it be
Oh,
them,
Yeah.
yeah.
and it was someone that I
Yeah. And at that
didn't
time,
even
she
know.
wasn't even ready to date. Like, she was like, I
No.
don't want to date
Yeah.
anybody.
And it more than like, I'm never going to do that again, and blah, blah, blah.
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, say what you want to say, but I see different.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I mean, because I remember, I was like, no, like, I have no desire to date, to marry, to be in a relationship with anybody ever again. And, that changed.
It all because it was time.
Mhm.
I always tell people whenever we mess with timing of stuff, that's when we get in trouble. I think because I really believe that God's time is the best time,
Mhm.
Mhm.
whether we see it or not. We're kind of still like those kids
Mhm.
and say, "No, mom, we need to go now. We need to go now. I want to go swimming out." No, we ain't going swimming. It's December. You
Right.
see what I mean? Or we
Yeah.
have to wait that whole year for Christmas, and it seems like an eternity,
Mhm.
but it's only 11, 12 months.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just have to
Yeah.
trust and stay distracted
Mhm. And that's, I mean, and that's,
purposely, and with a purpose of
yeah.
distraction. And I think it just makes time go better
Mhm.
when we have something to kind of focus on, but not hyper focus on.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. Because I know, like, after that
Is
session,
he the chair guy?
huh? Who? The chair guy.
Yeah.
What are you talking
I
about?
keep seeing a brown recliner. Who's the brown recliner?
It's cheating.
Hold on. Are you talking about my dream?
Uh-huh.
That
I
was
don't know, but that's just what I keep hearing whispering. I'm like, we're doing that thingy here. I can't do this
it.
thingy.
No, that was my dream, but that was a long time ago at Karen's.
Mhm.
Yes. See, my dreams come into
Huh.
play. He came into my dream and I didn't understand it. I think I reached out to you because I was like, it was a dream that the elements didn't make sense.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I was like, I need you
Fire,
to,
fire, fire,
I
fire,
need,
fire.
yeah, why,
Because
yes,
Travis has hollered fire, fire.
yes.
Mhm.
There's a thought. So yeah.
Because he was in a chair, but they weren't at their normal home. And at this point, she was staying with her in laws.
Okay.
I have never been in their in laws' house. And I explained the room, the kitchen, where I was at in my dream. And she was like, that's Karen's house.
Mhm.
And he was in a chair. And again, here I am. You're dead. Why are you here?
Yeah.
Like,
He
I'm
was
just
right
blunt
to
about
the
it.
point.
But there
Mhm.
was like cigarette smoke
Mm-hmm.
all around the chair.
Okay, so that was the fire.
Yes, and you told me that. You're like, fire, fire, fire. But it wasn't a fire for her, it was a fire for me.
Oh, be darned. See, I can never get grip straight.
Because wasn't it like a week later,
Something about your water heater.
my water heater, like
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
we had a leak in the basement, and we had one of my uncles, a plumber, came out and looked at it, and the temperature heat was like triple what it should have been, and like
Ooh,
our water heater could have exploded any
oh
time,
my
and it
Lord.
got fixed. And then I was like, that's
That's
the
it.
fire. That's the fire.
That is it. And
Travis
that
was
is
trying
so
to
neat.
fix your water
He was like,
Yes.
come on. Yeah.
Yes.
But
Knowing damn well he
Yeah.
knew nothing about a water heater.
no, but by golly, he's got a hammer and a this, and he can try.
Yeah.
Yes, that's crazy because I forgot
That
about
is
that.
so
That was such
neat.
a, but that's what I mean. Like my dreams.
And that right there, when he brought that to me, and you recalled it, so that right there to me, what that means is, yes, Channing, your dreams are so powerful. They're meaningful.
hmm
Do not just throw them to the side.
Yeah.
Even ones you wake up laughing
Well,
at.
I think I texted you one time because I had a dream that there was snakes coming out of my walls in my house.
Oh, I don't like
And
snakes.
I know me
Me
neither. I'm
neither.
terrified. And I was
Mhm.
like Googling on GPT, what does dreaming of snakes mean? Because I told Noah, I said, I think we need to get the house checked for snakes.
Well, you never know around these parts. You know what I mean? You don't
Yeah,
know.
just weird
Yeah.
stuff.
But they can mean so much, though. Because I try to look for positive meanings.
Well, it
Because
said
it's
like,
like
seeing
deception.
snakes could be a sign of a big change coming. That's
See,
what
that's what I was going to go for. Because
Yeah.
you think about it shedding its skin.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's like kind of adapting.
Yeah.
So that skin got too little.
Back from our break.
A much needed break.
Yes.
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 Yeah. So, I think this has been fun
Yeah, it has been.
and very informative and just kind of shed some light on what you do and that,
It's kind of neat because it actually makes me think, crap, that is what I do.
yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
don't really think about it
Yeah.
Yeah.
until I'm put on that, that's
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever, in that interrogation. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, that's who I am.
Yeah.
Because I try not to be. I just want to be normal,
Yeah.
but that is my normal. So I guess I'll be what I am.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you guys had me on here, though.
Yeah.
This is
No,
really
I
sweet.
really appreciate you
I mean, it's just been so cool.
doing that for us. We just started this podcast. This will be our 6th
Mhm.
episode. Um, and it's something Vanessa and I have talked about for years. We really just had to wait until everything was timed out to where it worked for us and, the right people too.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, you're a
yeah, and
busy
that was
woman.
probably one of my first ideas. Was like, we've got to get Allie.
Yay! I
Yeah.
was excited. You told me, I was like,
Yeah.
this is so cool. I was excited. Yeah, like I said, I was really excited until it came down to 4:05, and I'm like, crap.
Yeah.
But I did. I came, and I'm glad I came, and I had so much fun.
Yeah, me too.
I learned a
Yeah,
lot, you know?
me too. This was
I
a lot of
did.
fun. So, tell everyone how they can contact you
Okay.
if they would like to set up a session with
Okay,
you.
so, well, first, I say we're on social media, but I suck at that. So I try to be on social media, but you can look us up. Our website is Allie Divine Mystic Messenger. Divine is spelled Divine. And that's where you can go through there. You can actually like book your own sessions, or you can opt for cash pay, whatever, And then there is our Facebook also that I am a little bit more active on. That is also Allie Divine Mystic Messenger at Facebook, or you can choose to text Dave, my manager, and I don't want to get this wrong, 812-719. No, what's my number? No, 2824. That is Dave. He knows a whole lot more than I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he can set up and he's the one, like I said, he's the one who schedules the events and gets things rolling. And he's really good with that.
Yeah.
And
And we
there's
can
all sorts of
also
options.
put your scheduler link attached
Yeah,
to
sure.
the
That would be
stuff.
great. I don't know how to give it to you, but yeah, that'd be
I
great.
got you. I can find,
Okay,
I can
good.
do it.
Because
Yeah.
if not, I'm gonna have to get hold of Dave. So I'll be like, Dave, like I said, I just show up and do my thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's all I know how to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you do in person and video.
Yes, in person, video, over the phone. You name it, I can probably figure out how to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And I like how this wasn't like we just carried the conversation. It was just we'll
Yeah.
just see what we talk about, as the conversation went.
Because that's the only question I had. I remember when you first asked me, I was like, is this going to be like scripted? Because I don't like script stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
One, I can't remember it.
Yeah.
And I would add a little bit all the way through, and you had been so disgusted with me. So it's better just
Yeah.
fly by
And
the
we
seat
did
of my
that with
pants.
just about we just roll with it.
But I think that's a good thing because it means you're real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you may switch subject matter mid thing, but it's great.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we're laughing, sometimes we're
Yeah.
crying, sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's what I would want to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people need to watch.
Yeah.
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 So we
Yeah.
try. I mean,
But yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I appreciate it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You give
Yeah.
me that opportunity to do so. Those lights give y'all a headache too.
No.
I think it's kind of harder for you because you've been in the middle having to look back and forth, and we've just been
okay.
on you.
Because
Yeah.
I've noticed I'm like really squinting. You know, and
Does the
it's like,
light stir up the spirits?
no, the fans do.
Yeah, the fans. You know what I
so
envision? You
mean.
know, on Casper the movie when they're in the ballroom and they're just all spinning.
Yes, on the fan. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I pictured when you said that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
me too.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, I try to be good, but sometimes you gotta have fun.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
You have
Yeah.
got to have fun with it. And the majority of the time, not always, but I'll tell them the other, but sometimes I don't. I
Yeah,
just leave them hanging.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The suspense,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course, you can like and subscribe to our channel. We will have Allie's information available there as well. You can also check us out at wholetasadult.net,
That is
where you
awesome.
can get our merch and links to all of our platforms.
Yeah, I gotta get a T-shirt.
Well,
I've got to get a T-shirt.
I got you.
Yes.
Because I want to support that proudly. You know, I'm gonna put
Yes.
that sucker on. And
Yeah.
I think I got a YouTube channel, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
Dave will.
Yeah,
Dave
Dave
will
knows.
what?
Yeah.
Because they get the TikTok but yeah, you'll figure that out.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
not, I'll just say Channing, I'll let you talk to Dave. He'll get it all taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he'll be like, she can't read anything without her glasses. Here's her glasses. Now you can do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, my second brain. But yeah, this was great. And you guys, I appreciate you coming here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I think
'cause-
it worked out better with both schedules just because we're an hour ahead of you.
Yes,
Right.
yes. And
So
then, but I
we were
feel
able to
bad.
work till 5,
Mhm.
let you finish your day, and by the
Yeah.
time we got here, it just worked out
But I just
perfectly.
felt bad
Yeah.
because y'all had that long drive and everything.
Yeah.
But it's a nice drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were looking
That's
forud
fun.
to it. We've been pumped about this since
Heck
we
For
yeah.
weeks.
longer
I
than
mean-
that because we had that was our first idea. We've got to have Allie on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if we said this, but do you have any idea where we're doing this podcast from? A
Funeral home.
Yay!
I know. Allie's like, I could probably get the funeral home. I said, you know what?
Yeah, leave it
Let's
to
do
Allie.
it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Channing's like, really?
Yeah.
And I really think she thought I was like blowing smoke up her rear or something.
Because I turned around and looked at you, and I was like, I
Like, yeah,
mean,
I can get to funeral home, no biggie.
yeah, no biggie.
I'm sure it's empty. If
No,
not,
it's
it'll be
been-
quiet, you know.
Yeah.
They won't complain.
No, it was
Yeah.
perfect. It was perfect for
Yeah.
what we needed it
It's
for.
neat.
So,
So
yeah.
again,
Yeah.
thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who knows? Maybe you'll have me do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So let us know if you want Allie to come back. Or
Yeah. Or
May-
you come see me.
Yeah.
Or who knows? We could have a live event thingy, and we can pull the lady out from behind the camera, and I can do her. And you, who knows?
Yeah.
We're gonna have fun.
yes, we'll do all the things.
All the
Yes.
things.
Dr. Zero and water. I'm there.
All right, I got you.
Awesome.
Tell Calvin
Thank
to
you.
add it to the list. We
Yeah.
give him a list for when we get famous. Hey, just add this to the list when we have a dressing room.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
we
did
that.
I add
Yeah.
last week?
Yeah. Now I'm not gonna be like one of them piggy stars, but I would like to have just all green M&Ms.
I told him an Escalade last week. I said, I need an Escalade on this list.
I forgot what I told him to add.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I can't
But we do it all the
remember.
time just to mess with him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I want a big couch for my Rottweiler, so he can just kind of cuddle
We
with
do.
me during
We're
the
both dog
podcast.
lovers. She has a big chocolate lab.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
They're nuts, though.
Oh, I love him.
They say chocolate labs just ain't right. I don't know. I've never had one.
He's a big baby.
They're
he's
adorable.
Very,
and he thinks he's a lap dog.
yeah, he's very docile and just
I say that, but Sully licks the walls, so it's
like
He's
I
8 by
envision
class.
if he had a voice, it would
Uh.
be like,
Eeyore.
yeah, Eeyore, like,
yeah, but you know, but that's what I do too. Though. I envision my dogs with a voice.
Yeah.
Molly's real prissy,
Yeah.
and Sully's like a dumb jock. But I love him.
yeah,
All right, thank you guys.
Okay.
again.
yeah. So we will see you guys next week.
Yep. If you came for honesty, sarcasm, and a little oversharing, you're in the right place. I'm Channing.
And I'm Vanessa. We're figuring things out in real time. Zero experts, just opinions. And honestly,
We're still asking, who let us adult?
welcome to our podcast.